Hearing on the budget. It's 3 minutes after 6. Can we all rise for Pledge of Allegiance, please? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for attending. The way we're going to do this is it's the town budget hearing. I don't know if we have any members of the general public on. Rory, maybe from your vantage point, do you know if there's anyone out from the general public that would have comments on the budget or would want to make comments, or did you receive anything via email or anything like that?
There is nobody on the meeting from the general public.
Okay.
And I have not received any comments in advance.
Wow.
Okay. That being said, I will dispense with explaining the budget in detail because the captive audience we have are just the people involved in the process, including our first select woman and the members of the Board of Finance and our finance director. So that being said, I will hold the meeting open for until, let's say, 6:15. If we get no participation or no members of the public sign in, call in, whatever, then what will happen is we will adjourn the budget hearing, and then we will open a special meeting of our board. And the agenda will be obviously call the meeting to order, another pledge of allegiance, public comment, if any, and then a vote on approval of the town budget document to send it over to the Board of Selectmen this evening. And then the April 26th will be the meeting. I guess they set the referendum at, and there's it's a 2-week cycle. So the first oh boy, I can't talk. The first referendum, I believe, is I think the 26th, and then 2 weeks after, and then 2 weeks after that. The bottom line is we have to have a budget in place by June 15th by charter. If we don't, then it gets into the area of, us having to, if the voters should reject. There'll be 2 votes, one for the town side, one for the Board of Ed side, like there has been for the last, I don't know, however many years. If they both pass, our work's done. If either one or both of them fail for whatever the reason, then we will reconvene to do some more work. And that's just a matter of practice. Doug? I see that.
Yeah.
Betty, hang on for 1 second, Betty Ann.
Yep.
So we're turning the budget into the Board of Selectmen this evening, and they are gonna set what date is the first referendum? The 26th, I believe.
I had 27.
No, I think it's the 22nd.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm off a couple of days.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks after that, and hopefully it all wraps up. Thanks, Doug.
Okay.
Betty Ann, you had your hand.
No, that was
you
the
wanted
same.
to say something?
No, Doug answered that. I had the 22nd down as the first date.
Yeah, and as I said, I did not put my notes in front of me, but yeah, that sounds about right. So everyone knows the overall mill increase goes down 1.29 mills. Will some people be paying more taxes because of reval? Yes. Will other people be paying possibly less? Yes, they will. So it's I think it's fair as I've said and quite a few other people have said, and it'll become up to the voters. Whatever they decide to do, we will respect their wishes, obviously, and if it means more work for us, we will do it. And if they pass it, which hopefully they will, then, you know, our job for the year is done with this.
Sounds good. So as long as we're twiddling along here, I just wanted to say that regardless of how the vote went and what was perceived as a board member, I'm 100% behind the Board of Finance as a committee. And kudos to everybody.
And that's appreciated. I mean, this I think we do good work. I mean, I'm a little prejudiced, obviously, but I think we act in the best interest of the town and the taxpayers, and you know, we do our best to help the first selectman's office and the departments.
Right.
And you know, we do what needs to get done to the best of our abilities, as it were. Nothing's perfect, and 100% of the people won't be happy, and they never are at times. But we do what we think is best overall.
Well, it's worked out well, so we'll see what happens. And then if this does fail with the referendum, that's the meeting in place. I'm going back to another. If we go from the 22nd.
Yeah, what we will the 22nd. See, today is the 5th. No, today's the 6th. I'm sorry. So the 22nd is a Thursday night. Either or both of the budgets fail. We should plan on meeting the Monday following to start the process of, you know, looking again at the numbers. But overall, you know, 1.88% increase on the budget is, I think it's fair.
That's a 1% increase with state unfunded mandates as well.
Right.
Oh, absolutely. No, there's no question. There's certain things we're told we have to pay for. That's
right, and we received a 0 increase from the state in regards to the ECS grant as well. You know.
Yep.
And that has to go up 2% every year.
Well, and even the contractual salaries, when you take those into account at 3.5, it's
right, and that the state stopped funding, you know, the teachers' municipal retirement, and now the towns and cities have to pick more of that up. So,
no,
I think it was a good thing overall.
No, I think, you know, in terms of, you know, the issue on teachers' retirement, I think that's been, at least state level wide, I think that's been kind of put to the wayside because politically, I know it proved to be very unpopular. And I've seen nothing from CCM or any of those organizations that are tied in to the state that, you know, look out, you know, you may have to pay. And I think it was 3 years ago when this discussion came up that, you know, and a lot of numbers were tossed out. The first year was supposed to be 250,000, the next year 320, the third year 400. But thankfully, that hasn't come to fruition, which is also a good thing. Let's see. I have 612 by my iPad. So let's see. If no one signs on with questions or calls in, then we will adjourn the hearing and kick into our meeting. Well, we've got around a minute left, so it's looking like a budget of $59,178,558 is what we will bring to our special meeting that we're going to have after the hearing adjourns.
Bill, real quick, why do you think no public showed up?
I think it could be a combination of people are busy. They're going to express what they feel at the ballot box. They're, a lot of different things. I mean, everybody's different, but historically, as I can remember, these annual town budget hearings, as they're called, have not really had any real attendance to speak of. I think the most people I can recall ever at these was probably about, I'll say 8 or 10, going back quite a few years that I've been on the board. It's just something that doesn't get attended well, but we hope in that people will come out to vote one way or the other, a yes or a no, to exercise that right that they all have to speak out on the budget. And again, that's solely up to them to either they're going to show up or they're not.
Well, I would feel if people were unhappy with the budget. We heard a lot of voices. We heard a lot of the residents get upset about about their taxes or about their assessments, their appraisals going up, in fear of their taxes going up. And I just thought maybe there would be a lot more people here to voice their concerns about taxes going up.
Well,
but like we said, one
again,
third went up, 1/3 went down, 1/3 stayed the same.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers are specific to each individual, and the mill rate drops 1.29. So on a house that's assessed at 200,000, that's about $258. Your taxes would go down. Now, if somebody's taxes went up, the equivalent side, might they look at it as a break even to where, yeah, it dropped because of the mill rate, but it went up because of the reval? That's entirely possible. And I'm sure there are some people in town where the reval, their values went down, so the mill rate goes down. Those are the people that really win in a revaluation situation. I mean, it's not perfect, and there will be people that don't like it. There will be people that are ambivalent. But we're just trying to, as I said, we've said many times, all of us on this board, we're trying to be fair to the taxpayers and still keep the town moving and providing the services that the taxpayers need and they're entitled to.
I'm sorry. No. What's on? So, water. I was just going to come out with you after. I'm sorry. I had to clean up some of this. I feel bad. I'm going to see if there's any other results. Oh.
Okay, I have 6:20 by my my clock. Rory, has anything come in, or is anybody new signed on that you can tell?
Neither.
Okay, thank you. If in that case, what I'd like to do, I'd like to call for a motion to adjourn the annual town hearing on the 2021-2022 budget.
Bill, it's Kristen. I'll move to adjourn the town meeting on the budget.
And I will.
Thank you, Kristen. Need a second?
And I will second that motion.
Okay. Thank you, Zanny. Kristen, motion, second by Zanny. Discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? And the chair votes aye. Thank you. Okay. Now, let us segue into our special meeting to vote on the budget, to formally send it to the Board of Selectmen tonight. So what I will do is I'll call the meeting to order at, I have 6:21 p.m. Again, let's do a Pledge of Allegiance, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Okay.
Kind of a lame flag, sorry.
Not a problem. It's a nice thing to look at. No issue. Okay, we've called the meeting to order. We've had our obligatory Pledge of Allegiance. Public comment. Is there anyone out there that would like to make a public comment? The special meeting has been called again to send the town budget to the Board of Selectmen. Is anyone out there public comment for a second time? Finally, is there any public comment out there for a third time? Hearing no public comment, we will close under that. As far now, looking at the 21-22 budget, I would like a motion to send this, to move the 21-22 budget of $59,178,558 with a mill rate of 34.71 mils to the Board of Selectmen's meeting tonight. I'll take a motion in a second, then I'll open it for discussion as we always do. So can I have a motion, please?
So I move to send the budget, the $59,178,558 budget with a mill rate of 34.71 to the Board of Selectmen.
Bad boy. Thank you. Second, please.
I'll second it.
Okay, motion by Zanny, seconded by Chris. Open for discussion. Anyone on anything about it? again, we don't have final say. It's up to the voters.
Right. I did like the instructions.
And I
to
think
the
we all-
dog
I think-
saying bad boy.
Well, welcome to my world, as I said before.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
Well, thank you. It's all been rehearsed. But does anyone have any comments at all? I know we have talked about this ad nauseum. And, you know, Emery?
I just like to thank the Board of Finance for all their hard work and their dedication to doing this. I know it's not easy. All of us in our hectic days with everything that we have going on, to put so much commitment and time into a budget. Thank you.
Wow, you're hired. Thank you, Anne-Marie.
Well, I think this being your first go around, I think
Thanks
we
for being
all
so gentle
worked
on me,
well
too.
together.
We did.
It was
Well,
March Madness.
you know.
This was our March Madness.
I didn't want to talk about the basketball games.
Yes.
That we
I'll talk
won't.
about it.
We won't. This was our own personal
Yeah.
March Madness.
Okay. Anything else in terms of discussion on the motion? Anybody? Bev, Jim,
No.
Betty Ann,
Yep.
No, I'm good.
Danny, Chris, you guys good? Okay. In that case, I will, on a motion by Zanny and a second by Chris, please, when you state your name when you give your vote so Monica gets it right when she records. All those in favor of moving the $59,178,558 budget with a mill rate of 34.71 mils to the Board of Selectmen, please say aye.
Betty Ann, aye.
Kristen, aye.
Zani, aye.
Beverly Kennedy, aye.
Jim, aye.
Rich is not here tonight. Anybody voting no? There's no one here to do that. There are no abstentions. The chair votes aye. So it is 6-0 to move the budget that we just had our hearing on and that we've all worked so diligently hard on to the Board of Selectmen. They will set the dates for the referendum. Tell your friends and neighbors, we obviously want them to get out and vote. And we'll see what happens. It's up to the taxpayers, and we'll see where this takes us. So on that, I will take a motion to adjourn. Betty Ann,
Motion
second,
to adjourn.
please.
I'll second it, Kristen.
Okay.
Okay, Betty Ann to adjourn, Kristen is second. Discussion? I wouldn't think so. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Wow. Love you guys. See you in a couple
Any-
weeks.